Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel KDU Design. So here in this video, we are going to focus on a very important topic which the majority is not aware of. So let's begin. So the topic is tips to overcome the specific learning difficulties in reading and writing. Before moving to the tips, let's have a look at some specific learning difficulties. Dyslexia, Dyspraxia, Dysgraphia, Dyscalculia, and ADHD are playing a prominent role in these specific learning difficulties. As you can find the features about those difficulties and the way we can identify them from another two videos in our channel, here let's directly move on to the tips to overcome the difficulties. The learners who are having these difficulties struggle while reading and writing, so that teachers can use various techniques to help the learners to overcome those difficulties. So let's see some of the tips which teachers can use while assigning students reading tasks. One of them is that teachers can provide reading materials on a beige color background, because learners who have learning difficulties like dyslexia find it really difficult to look at shiny surfaces like the white color. So they struggle while reading on a white background and dark letters on it. So teachers can type or write the text in a beige color background like blue background and the letters in blue color or a similar color. And when using the whiteboard, also the same thing applies. They find it really difficult to concentrate on the white shiny board. So teachers can use green boards, pale color boards or glass boards with suitable markers to make sure the students are comfortable. Another tip is the teachers can provide reading frames or pointers for the learners when they are assigning a reading task. Because the students who are having learning difficulties find it difficult to concentrate on the reading text and they feel like the letters are floating or they are upside down and so forth. So when they get the aid of a reading frame or pointer, it will be easy for them to concentrate. Similarly, if the reading text is on a white background or a shiny surface, then the reading frames can reduce the glare and make it comfortable to read. Next, teachers can use color codes when giving reading materials. As an example, if there are several sentences, their teachers can give different colors to the different forms of words. Verbs in yellow color, nouns in cream color and so forth. Before that, teachers need to introduce those color codes to the learners and make sure not to confuse them. So by this, learners can identify the words properly and comprehend the meaning. As the next tip, the teacher can give the reading text in chunks rather than giving them a long text. So we can break the text into smaller parts and assign students to read. Otherwise, students feel bored and confused and they decide not to process it anymore. So if the reading material contains chunks, then it will be easy for them. Furthermore, if the learner gets the illustrations or the visual imageries along with the reading materials, then it will guide them to have a better understanding as it provides multisensory learning. So teachers can give proper illustrations with the text, but they need to make sure those pictures are not distracting them and less busy. Next, the letters and the words should be with proper spacing. If the letters or the words have very little space in the text, learners get frustrated and they will find it difficult to concentrate. So when deciding a reading text, teachers need to make sure to design it less busy while providing adequate space between letters and words. Now, let's move on to the tips that teachers can use while assigning writing tasks. One of the best tips is it's better to provide learners a lined paper to write instead of giving a blank space. So students can have a clear idea of where to write and the number of words they have written. Next, when providing a writing task, teachers can give several options. As an example, teachers can ask learners to write the answer to the given question, or if it is difficult to write the proper answer, then can ask them to design a mind map. then learners will be comfortable with the task. Additionally, the teacher can allow the students who are struggling with the difficulties additional time to finish the task. If the other students are getting 10 minutes to do the writing task, then can give 10 to 15 minutes to the learners who are having difficulties to finish it. Another prominent tip is that when assigning a writing task, it's always better to provide a model or a demonstration of it. As an example, if the teacher asks students to write a notice, then prior to that, teachers can show a model of a notice writing. So it's good when the students who have difficulties are getting explicit learning. Next, as I mentioned in the reading tips also, teachers can use the color codes to highlight and show the prominent things. As an example, with the aid of the color codes, teachers can differentiate the topic sentence and the supporting sentence. In an instruction like fill in the blanks, their teachers can use a different color to highlight the word fill. So it will guide students to do the writing task properly. So these are the tips that teachers can follow while assigning reading or writing tasks in a classroom where there are students who are struggling with specific learning difficulties. With the aid of these tips, teachers can allow students to engage in reading and writing properly. So this is the end of the video, and let's meet from another interesting video again. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Have a nice day.